Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 3 people in the Commonwealth were recently charged neglect of an adult. And teacher salaries have seen constant pay cuts due to an increase in inflation over the years.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are just a few minutes past 5:30 on February 13th. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Mace Michaels for a look at your forecast this morning.
Very isolated precipitation falling in spots this morning, Olivia, but a lot of it is exiting. You can still see a little bit maybe of some moisture left here on the camera, some snow showers on the WISE camera. 32 degrees, so there could be a few slick spots. I was mentioning in my last weather, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the counties chipped away. Well, we are down to very little here of the winter weather advisory. That's out until 7 a.m. Those of you over towards Norton, you are still in that winter weather advisory. It does include parts of the Tri-Cities area as well. Again, the moisture is really fading away quickly. Notice the majority of the area has seen the snow showers come to an end. Still a couple of snow showers hanging up in West Virginia along I-64 southward through Welch and Bluefield to Richlands. There could be a leftover flurry in Cumberland and Norton. And again, the Tri-Cities, there's still a little bit of rain and snow, but that is gradually coming to an end. The good thing is most temperatures here are freezing or better, so I don't anticipate really too many slick spots on the roads this morning, but watch out as you come up to the intersections, underpasses, or overpasses. Temps this afternoon, Olivia, look nice. We'll be into the 40s. Won't be as warm as we've been, but at least we'll have sunshine back.
All right, Mace, thank you. 3 people are facing criminal abuse charges in Madison County. We want to warn you, details of this investigation are graphic and disturbing. Melissa Compton, Carrie Lamb, and David Lamb all face charges of criminal abuse and failure to report abuse and neglect of an adult. According to an arrest citation, Melissa Compton's mother was found dead Saturday at a home on Primrose Circle in Richmond. Compton's brother was also found to be extremely skinny and malnourished.
It was to such a degree that officers felt that these people that were under the care of these individuals had to be removed, and that they initiated an investigation into the cause of death of the other individual.
All 3 are in the Madison County Jail. Whitesburg police have arrested a Harlan County man on rape and other charges. 55-year-old Brian Bailey of Benham was arrested Sunday. He's charged with 3rd-degree rape, possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, and tampering with evidence. He was taken to the Letcher County Jail. An Illinois man is facing charges after police say he reportedly exposed himself in front of a minor and an adult in Whitley County. Officers with Williamsburg PD say 35-year-old Corey Bakar reportedly exposed his genitals and did a sex act in a public parking lot in Williamsburg. After obtaining an arrest warrant, officers were able to find Bakar at a local motel. He was taken to the Whitley County Detention Center. Attorney General Coleman is suing Kroger for allegedly fueling a deadly opioid crisis. The lawsuit filed in Bullitt Circuit Court alleges between 2006 and 2019, Kroger and its pharmacies were responsible for more than 11% of all opioid pills dispensed in Kentucky. It says 4 billion morphine milligram equivalents of opioids were bought. Almost 194 million hydrocodone pills were distributed. The lawsuit also alleges the company failed to implement any effective monitoring program to stop suspicious opioid orders. Police are warning folks of a potential scam recently going around. Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Stein says they have received calls from community members about a caller posing to be someone with American Electric Power or AEP. Stein says people should never give out personal information over the phone.
When you're speaking to somebody, especially if you're not 100% sure on who it is, you know, once they get that information, unfortunately, they can enter into your bank account and steal monies, you know, off your, you know, whether it's any bank in the whole United States.
Stein says scammers are preying on elderly folks and people who are sick and weak. A wet dry vote could make its way to ballots in Letcher County. Sheriff Mickey Steins is organizing a petition to allow alcohol sales countywide. He says the tax money, which would only apply to those buying alcohol, would benefit the sheriff's office. Stein says studies have shown it would not lead to more drinking and driving. He says drugs are their biggest problem.
We're not for DUIs. We're not for people laying around in the streets drunk, passed out in the middle of the roadway. We do not, when we get those type of complaints now in Letcher County, it is from some other type of substance.
Whitesburg and Jenkins are two cities currently allowing alcohol sales in Letcher County. He says they could have a deputy on the clock at all times with the revenue. Data at the district level shows that teachers have seen a pay cut on average in every district between the 2008 and 2024 school years, once inflation is taken into account. Kelsey Soto is following several measures in Frankfort that could impact teacher salaries.
There's one thing most lawmakers in Frankfort can agree on. Inflation has made things difficult, especially in a budget year.
I mean, all of us have really felt the squeeze, and it's tough. There's no doubt. Life has gotten more expensive.
Now they're tasked with trying to appropriately fund the state. Educators say they want to be a part of the conversation.
It is not the same as it was 10 years ago, 20 years, 30 years when some of these legislators were in school. It is very different. And I think sometimes they can't get past their own experience. So teachers have to continue to tell their story, and that's what we're trying to do.
They fear some measures are moving in the wrong direction, like Senate Bill 4, meant to limit and restrict existing benefits.
It's a great perk for teachers. I'm not trying to take anything from them. I just want to get back to the original intent of the sick day bill.
Salaries are another sticking point. The last time Kentucky teachers got a state-mandated dedicated raise above 2% was back in 2008. The legislature has left it up to local districts to use existing dollars to cover an increase in employee pay.
But ultimately, we don't have enough money now to do the things we need to do for kids, so that's really an impossible choice for school boards. So we really feel like there needs to be a dedicated dollar amount or percentage rate for teachers.
There are some other proposals that give educators hope, like fully funded transportation, student loan forgiveness, and an effort to combat the substitute teacher shortage.
There are things that we can be absolutely grateful for. I do think we need to figure out how we can get on the same page, because otherwise educators feel, again, like they're being attacked by the legislature.
In Lexington, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
House Bill 387 would lower qualifications to become a substitute teacher. It passed through the House Education Committee last week. As we first reported Friday, Senate President Robert Stivers filed a resolution to further study transformation for Hazard Community and Technical College. The resolution is known as Senate Joint Resolution 132. It calls on the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education to further examine the possibility of transforming the college into a four-year residential university offering specific technical and baccalaureate programs. Monday, HCTC President and CEO Dr. Jennifer Linden released a statement about the study. Here is part of it. HCTC is excited to learn about legislators' continued interest in expanding access to post-secondary educational opportunities in Eastern Kentucky. As an institution, we work to empower students by providing equitable educational opportunities that lead to student success, rewarding careers, and community enhancement. We also talked to Dr. Linden about this topic on Issues and Answers last Monday. You can find it on our website. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center is expanding its SAFE program, connecting women with resources to rebuild their families. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more.
Connecting and counseling through a community of care.
But there's nothing better than seeing a mother get that hope back in their life for the first time in a long time.
Mountain Comprehensive Care Center recently celebrated the opening of its Pike County SAFE program, strengthening and assisting families in Eastern Kentucky.
We want to help these individuals become better mothers. We want them to understand that they have support, that they're not alone in this fight.
The program works with women who struggle with substance abuse, helping mothers recover to see their families rebuild. with counseling, life skills work, a seeking safety curriculum, peer support, and more.
We can offer those services and set them up with those programs. Like, we want to make sure that there's no stone left unturned.
Providing transportation or fuel help to make sure the women can participate in the program 3 days a week, and offering extra help outside of the program.
The main thing is that we help them overcome any and all barriers that they're going to face in the recovery journey and help them get reunified with their children.
Working to repair the foundation and help mothers build a better tomorrow.
But in Eastern Kentucky, following the opioid epidemic that we've been in for some time, like, the more programs that we can have to assist individuals and families overcome their addiction issues, the better off everybody's going to be. The community's going to benefit, the families are going to benefit, the kids are going to benefit. It's a win-win.
A mission that starts with establishing a safe space. Today in Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
You can contact the Pike County SAFE program at 606-313-4020 or the original Johnson County program at 606-789-1247. When we return, some of us stuck gum underneath our seat in high school, but this concert venue found an unbelievable amount beneath theirs.
We've had some rain and snow showers in the area through the overnight. Most of the snow has wrapped up now, and we're looking at some sunshine for later on today. Full forecast is next.